star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jalen Duren.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Avdia is out there with Rob Williams. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Henderson in at the point guard position. And for Detroit, inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
Now, here's Thybulle. In the corner, Henderson with it. Inside. Now, here's Thybulle. Ivey defending. Thybulle can't get it to go. Harris passes to Ivey. The Trailblazers pull it in. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. As the son of two professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
And that one falls for Ivey. Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Henderson against Cunningham. Henderson passes to Williams.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
The Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. To the middle. Goes back up, and it's Harris with the bucket inside.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
It's stolen by Duren. Harris passes to Thompson. Avdia with a defensive effort. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Ayton. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, you expect this from Ayton, for him to shrug off contact inside and power his way to a bucket.
Now, here's Thompson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Cunningham on the wing. Shoots over Henderson. Cunningham's shot is off.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Now, here's Thibault. Defense is right there. Ayton finds Henderson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute, and we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. And Coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And then Henderson with the jam.
Exploding off the floor. Henderson finishes it off midair.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Ivy kicks to Harris. Cunningham on the wing. Henderson defending and slam dunk by Harris.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Thibault. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Taking a look here at some stats for Cunningham. His last 10 games, averaging about 18 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Ayton. Henderson outside. Ayton a screen on Cunningham. Henderson, no one around him. It's good. This game is all even. Henderson's got 7.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Ivy passes to Duren. Back to Ivy. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, you watch Ivy. He is fearless in there.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Henderson. Williams sets a screen for Henderson. 3-pointer. Detroit with the rebound, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
The Pistons have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
No good on the free throw. Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and we were just talking the other day, what a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area, and great sports fans. Hardworking people that really value hardworking teams, and if you are one, they will be behind you all the way.
Now here's Henderson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Grant for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Comes up empty down low. Trailblazers trail by 3. Henderson with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Portland again missing. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Grant. Henderson outside. Outside, Simons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. Williams with the block.
Showing off his talent for erasing shots. Williams had that one totally anticipated.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Like 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Well, Scoot has all the physical attributes. He has the fearless mentality. But like most young players, he just needs some time to develop and adapt to the NBA game.
Now, here's Ivy. 6 points for him.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Ayton after the basket by Detroit. Simons kicks to Grant. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. And that one's good, Ayton. And for the Pistons, they're shooting just 35% to start the game. Cunningham with it. Still yet to score. Back to Ivy. Cunningham finds Ivy. 4 on the shot clock. Basket counts. And the Pistons lead by 2.
And obviously, Cunningham wants to be a scorer. He makes a relentless effort to get points.
And the dunk by Grant.
Showing off his athleticism on the finish. Grant can do serious damage above the rim.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bucks.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Outside Williams. Ivy against Simons. Takes a 3. Duran pulls it in. Detroit leading by 3. Cunningham outside.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
That's good from Cunningham. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggle. He's got everything you could want in a team leader. Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
That's a 2 from Simons. They get it again. The Pistons leading. Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Cunningham inside. Henderson defending. Cunningham gets the bucket.
I love the hustle there from Cunningham. Plays like that demonstrate leadership.
Portland has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Now, here's Grant. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Klingon. Over Reed. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingon is one of them.
Yes, he is. 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
And he knocks down the first one. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Harris comes in for Fontecchio, and it's Beasley in for Cunningham. Now, here's Ivy. His last outing, he had 8 points. Harris outside. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Avdia kicks to Grant. Shoots from 12. The kick out to Simons. Nailed from three-point land. 5 points in the game.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simons right on the money.
Beasley, the pass to Ivy. Beasley with the screen on Henderson. Here's Ivy. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Grant for 3. The shot, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Kicks it out to Beasley. From outside the arc. Here's Reed on the wing. Harris. Fires the 3. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 6. Pass to Henderson. Henderson with the screen for Simons. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Beasley outside. Back to Ivy. Stolen by Grant. Out to Henderson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, you got to be able to take a hit in the NBA. Grant doing what he had to.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The free throw drops for Grant.
Well, this guy's a classic example of hard work paying off. Jeremy Grant has developed into a very impactful player.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harris against Grant. Pass to Sasser. Shoots over Simons. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Detroit. They're up by 2. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Portland trailing here. On the floor for Portland, the forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Klingon in at the 5 spot. Here's Sharp, and it's all evened up. Sharp's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
And, well, Detroit shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Sasser finds Harris. Pistons passing it around. Beasley against Sharp. 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Sasser can't hit. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And it's Simons missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And for Portland, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at Ivy. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Six to shoot. Beyond the arc. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Sharp has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Denny Avdia picks one up. The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
And so he hits both. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now, here's Sharp. He's tightly guarded. Here's Simons. Rebounded by the Pistons.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Grant against Harris. And stolen by Sharp. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Tobias Harris. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kamar is checked in. Now here's Beasley. He has yet to score. Back to Sasser. Pass to Stewart. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway trying to free himself up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Portland. Robert Williams comes in for Grant. Now, here's Simons. He's coming off a 25-point game against Milwaukee. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. The Pistons trailing. Here's Sasser. Beasley with a clean look. Good on the triple. Beasley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Simons. From past the arc. Tries again, and Ayton with the nice bucket inside. Ayton's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Sasser. Beasley outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Shaedon Sharp picks one up. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 1. Outside Williams. Pass to Sharp. Outside, Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Yeah, we're seeing Simons unleashed on offense. He's in a groove, and his team is helping to keep him in it.
Beasley with it. Defended by Sharp. Beasley in the post. Ayton's there. No good from Beasley. Fires the 3. And the basket by Kamare. Kamare's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. The Pistons have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Beasley against Ayton. Simons on the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Kamare. Guarded by Hardaway. Williams passes to Sharp. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Just 2 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Detroit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Hardaway with it. Williams picks him up. Count the basket. Hardaway has got his first points in this one.
The defense expects Hardaway to just rise and fire, but he can make plays off the bounce as well.
Portland leading. And here's Sharp. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Hardaway finds Sasser. Pass to Stewart. Shoots from the baseline. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Preparation paying off for Stewart. He was on his spot and ready to go the second he got the ball.
Portland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Beasley against Sharp. Ayton a screen on Beasley. Sharp. Off target with his 3. Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. Sasser can't hit.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Sharp. Duran against Ayton. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ivy. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Outside, Simons. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Thompson. And Thybulle sends it back. Portland trailing here. And coach this guy, Matisse Thybulle. He really changes what you can do on offense with his defense.
Yeah, look, Matisse Thybulle's as good a defender as there is in the league. He hasn't had that profile because we haven't seen him on TV as much, but he's disruptive. He causes turnovers. He blocks shots. This guy's as good as there is in the league.
So long and disruptive, a great word to use. The Trailblazers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Bob Diaz checked in for Anferny Simons. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. Henderson kicks to Williams. Now, here's Thibault. Ivy defending. There's the three. Out to Henderson. And the wide-open shot from Avdia. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Avdia's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harris outside. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. Out to Thompson. Back to Harris. Pass to Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Thompson. He's guarded by Williams. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
A moment now to see the numbers for Thompson. He's averaging 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, and talking to his coach, this team expects more from him. And that's a good problem to have as a player. It means your team believes in your abilities.
Here's Cunningham. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Pass to Harris. Here's the three. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Here's Thibault. Ivy defending. Thibault, the pass to Henderson. Back to Thibault. The rebound by Ivy. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And so far, Harris is having his way on offense. The defense just has not found an answer for his energy on that end.
1:09 left to play in the first half. Henderson kicks to Williams. Back to Henderson. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Detroit's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Duran finds Ivy. Thompson in the corner from downtown. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Over Thibault. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Trailblazers shooting in the second quarter 46%. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Ayton. Duran pulls it in. Here's Cunningham. And that one drops. Cunningham's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
Let's get back to our game featuring Portland. That first half was pretty even.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done some good things tonight, but the three-point shooting is not one of them.
And that could bode well for them in the second half.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Scoot Henderson in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Trailblazers shooting 40% from the field. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson and Harris are their forwards, and it's Duren in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now, here's Cunningham, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Offensive rebound for the lead. Duren, no good. Henderson against Cunningham. Outside Williams. Henderson against Cunningham. Ayton a screen on Cunningham. Henderson for 3. Rebound Detroit. And stolen by Thibault. Pass to Ayton. Back to Thibault. Williams kicks to Henderson. Down low, 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Pistons. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Cunningham passes to Ivy for the lead. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Open shot, Henderson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Cunningham drives in. And Harris wide open. He shoots and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Trailblazers have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Thompson. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
Here's Henderson. He's got 16. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, there's a reason Ayton has a high field goal percentage every year. He typically takes shots he knows he can make.
For Detroit, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Cunningham passes to Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Cunningham in the corner. It's Duren. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, when Ayton's coming at you with that size, it changes your shot.
Now, here's Thibault. Ivy defending. Ayton sets the pick for Henderson. Over Cunningham. Henderson, no good. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Ivy, no one around him. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's Thybulle for three. Out to Henderson. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And Thybulle sends it back. Pass to Ivy. Now, here's Duran. Thompson finds Harris. Back to Thompson. Going inside, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's 9 points now in the game from Ausar Thompson. Now here's Henderson. 16 points for him. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. The Trailblazers third.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jeremy Grant.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
Now here's Henderson, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The Pistons leading. Ivy with it. 12 points for him. In the corner, it's Harris. Knocks down the 3-ball. Harris has got 15.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Henderson kicks to Avdia. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Avdia's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Cunningham. He's got 8. Pass to Harris. Duran with a screen on Williams. Harris drives in. Fails to fall. Miss number 6 now shooting 50%. He's taken 12 shots. Here's Henderson. Nails the baby hook. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
Well, tonight we're seeing why Scoot Henderson went 3rd overall in the draft. He possesses serious scoring talent.
Now here's Cunningham. A dependable source of points for his team. Averages just under 24 points a game. Back to Duran. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ivy. Excellent D there from Williams.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
They grabbed their own miss.
I love that pump fake from Ayton. It's such a simple yet effective move.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pistons.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Now, here's Avdia. 5 points in the game. Again, the miss by 8. Cunningham against Henderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for the matchup with the Heat, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
A different look now for Portland. Grant, he's checked in for 8. And it's Simons in for Matisse Thybulle. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
And the dunk by Grant.
And a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way for Grant. He finds a way to make the most of his chances.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Now, here's Ivy. He's got 12. Pass to Harris. Harris setting the pick for Ivy. Rebound by Williams.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there. Here's
Grant. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pistons trail by 3. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Now Simons. He's got 13. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for it.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Beasley dishes to Harris. Here's Durant. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Pistons lead by 1. To the paint. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, aside from his athleticism, what makes Williams such a great above-the-rim threat is his incredible 7'6" wingspan.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Detroit making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Sharp's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Beasley has the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Ivy. Duran sets the screen for Ivy. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Portland leading. Henderson left side. Grant outside. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Grant's got 9 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Henderson against Ivy. Inside, here's Beasley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 7.
Well, Ivy doing a good job of keeping the ball moving to set his teammate up.
And for Portland, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Pass to Henderson. Lets it go with a 3. Drops in the tray.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Pistons trail by 4. And here's Ivy. 12 points for him. Duran the pass to Ivy. Beasley outside. And the shot is good. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 21. Pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Beasley. Simons from outside. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Duran's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Yes! And the foul. Shaedon Sharpe picks one up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Pistons have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Portland trailing here. To the inside. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Henderson had great vision when he came into the league, and he's continued to build on that.
Ivy with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Beasley outside. No good with the triple.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Grant for 3. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Simons.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And the first one at the line is good for the Pistons. Hardaway's checked in for Jalen Duran. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Ivy. And a switch here also for Portland. Kamar is checked in. No good on the second free throw.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
One shot.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
Now, here's Simons. 14 points for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. In 4th, the Trailblazers.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Free throw good. Simons.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Simons drops them both. Pistons trail by 3. Beasley outside. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in. Sasser's got 5 now.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And he lays it straight in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And Simons shows off that soft touch inside.
Here's Sasser. 5 points in the game. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's Beasley on the wing. 4 on the clock. Outside Hardaway. Drills it from outside. Hardaway's got his second basket of the game.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
Sharp on the wing. Down low. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Beasley against Sharp. Now here's Beasley. Not a lot of room. Pass to Sasser. Back to Beasley. Hardaway for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Pistons shooting 41% for the game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Grant. And Fernie Simons out there with Sharp. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. Hardaway, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Kamare. Here's Klingon. Reed covering. Clock at 6. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Sasser. Beasley outside. Reed a screen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Donovan Klingon.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Here's Sharp. Pass to Klingon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Elbow shot is on the way. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 20 points.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
Here's Sasser, covered by Simons. Beasley outside. And now Portland on the break. Beasley with the steal. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Three-pointer, Simons. Detroit with the rebound.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
And the foul on Marcus Sasser. That's foul number 2 for him. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
That's a 2 from Simons. Portland again missing. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Hardaway. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside, Simons. Grant down low. To the paint. Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Klingon the screen for Sharp. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Beasley for 3. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. A nice shot by Klingon. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Beasley. To the wing right side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And Grant's such a versatile player. It can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
Pistons have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Sharp against Beasley. Pass to Sasser. Hardaway with it. Pulls up. Sasser can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Sharp. Beasley with the rebound.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And stolen by Simon. Here's Kamara. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, looking at Simon's assist numbers, they've skyrocketed over his time in the NBA.
Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Simons with a screen on Beasley. Driving the lane. Here's Sharp. Good work there as it goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Sasser, covered by Simons. A shot that time, not on target. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Driving in. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Sasser, covered by Simons. Reed a screen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Donovan Klingon.
We got this.
That one is off.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Hardaway. Ivy's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. Here's Henderson. Outside Williams. Back to Henderson. The three. Good on the three-point shot. Henderson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Cunningham against Henderson. And Cunningham with the slam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And so here's Portland following the bucket by the Pistons.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. And he can't hit the second. Pistons trail by 7. Ivy kicks to Thompson. Back to Ivy. Avdia against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. Duran. The Trailblazers pull it in. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. That free throw, good from Avdia. Portland leading by 8. Pass to Thibault. Williams looking around. Here's Ayton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Detroit has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Cunningham against Henderson. Out to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Trailblazers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Henderson with it, picked up by Thompson. Good D by Thompson. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Ivy. Now Harris lets it go from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Took him no time at all on that one. Avdia's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
Pass to Duran. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Ayton.
What strength right there from Duran. Just powering through the foul.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duran had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duran knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots. Shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
And you can see that quick twitch athleticism. Ivy is likely to spend a lot of time at the line in this league.
And that one falls for Ivy.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pistons trail by 4. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Ivy. Harris a screen on Henderson. Here's Cunningham. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, there you see Cunningham's willingness to take contact to battle for his shot inside.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Now here's Williams. Ayton a screen on Cunningham. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Henderson. Henderson's got his 6th assist on the night.
And that's a huge score by Ayton. His team needed it, and he delivered there.
Cunningham against Henderson. Cunningham passes to Harris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton. That's good from Harris.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
And Harris drops them both. Portland has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He knows every possession is critical now. For 3, Henderson. The rebound by Ivy. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Ivy. And stolen by Thibault. Fast break. Here they come. Ivy on the wing. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. The game now all-time. And that's 15 points for Jaden Ivey.
Big-time buckets is what everyone wants to see from Ivy. He has to attack without hesitation in those situations.
Here's Henderson. 1:58 left here in the 4th quarter. To the middle. Outside Williams. Five to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The defense should know Williams won't ease off you. He'll take his motion into cover.
No good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Well, this isn't a strength for Williams. He puts most of his work in on the defensive side of the ball.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Here's Avdia. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Avdia's got 6 points in the quarter. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. 1:29 left to play in the final quarter. Duran with the screen on Simons. Ivy finds Duran. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And it's Simons missing. Pistons trail by 3. Bobbed up there for Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Williams. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Ivy. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
Williams kicks to Anderson. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Hits the three-point bomb.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 8. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Cunningham finds Ivy. No good, unable to end this run. So the Trailblazers win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Scoot Henderson.